This is the real story of an elderly man called Jerry Selby, a gifted mathematician whose abilities remained unrecognized throughout most of his lifetime. Following his retirement, Jerry finds a mathematical flaw in the lottery system, one that lets him earn money nearly every time he participates. The tale starts with Jerry, a reserved and modest man who has worked for many years at a factory that produces cornflakes. Despite his ordinary job, he possesses an exceptional mind, the type that can work out complicated equations in moments. Finally, the day of his retirement comes. That night, his son and daughter give him a special gift, a little boat, so he can enjoy his spare time fishing and unwinding. But shortly afterward, Jerry begins to feel bored. He's a man who has always enjoyed working, thinking, and keeping his brain active. Now, with nothing to occupy him, life starts to feel meaningless. One day, Jerry goes to his accountant to discuss what he should do with his money. The accountant tells him, leaving your money in the bank only earns you a 2% return. You should put it in the stock market. The profits are much higher. Jerry quickly does the math in his mind and answers, no, that's too dangerous. The chance of losing money is significant. I can't risk my retirement funds like that. A few days afterward, Jerry goes to a local convenience store for a cup of coffee. That same store also offers lottery tickets. While he's sitting there, he hears the store owner speaking to a young woman. The owner says, when nobody claims the jackpot, when no one gets all 6 numbers, the $2 million from that jackpot roll down. That means the prize money is divided among players who get 5, 4, or even 3 numbers. Jerry pays attention carefully. That one expression, roll down, remains in his mind. Later, he obtains the official lottery regulations and begins examining them with mathematical accuracy. After doing several calculations, he discovers something amazing. There's a flaw. Under the proper circumstances, the expected profits could actually be greater than the price of the tickets. Thrilled, he hurries back to his accountant and says, I want to use my money to buy lottery tickets. The accountant is surprised. Wait, you're the same person who said the stock market was too dangerous, and now you want to bet on the lottery. Jerry grins and shares his reasoning. The probability of getting 3 numbers out of 6 is 1 in 54. The probability of getting 4 numbers is 1 in 1,500. If I purchase $2,000 worth of tickets when the jackpot rolls down, probability ensures that I'll get at least 1 ticket with 4 matches. That's $1,000. And about 36 tickets with 3 matches, each worth $50. That's another $1,800. In total, I'll make $2,800 from a $2,000 investment. That's an $800 profit. It's not chance, it's math. The accountant is doubtful, but Jerry is certain, so he puts $2,000 in lottery tickets. But when the drawing results arrive, he ends up losing $372. Discouraged, Jerry starts to question himself. A few days afterward, after reviewing his calculations, Jerry finds his error. His sample size was too limited. He simply hadn't purchased enough tickets for the odds to work in his benefit. So the next month he chooses to go larger. This time, he puts $8,000, almost all of his leftover retirement money, into lottery tickets. When the results are revealed, Jerry sits in the same store, thoroughly calculating his earnings. After doing the math for what seems like hours, he's amazed. His total profit amounts to $15,700. Jerry brings the cash home and conceals it inside a popcorn tin, not wanting his wife to learn. But soon enough, she finds it and questions him. Jerry confesses, I found a flaw in the lottery, and that's where this money came from. Instead of becoming angry, his wife is impressed. Rather than stopping him, she chooses to help him in his strange new project. After confirming that the flaw really works, Jerry and his wife choose to try again the following month. They travel to the same store where he'd purchased the tickets before. But when they get there, they're surprised to see the lottery machine missing. The store clerk says, the state's quit selling that lottery game. If you want those tickets, you'll have to visit another state. Without pause, Jerry and his wife get in the car and drive across the state border. After looking for a while, they eventually find a small convenience store that still offers tickets for the windfall lottery. They meet the store owner and inform him, we'd like to purchase $16,000 worth of lottery tickets. The owner stares at them in shock. That many tickets will require me at least 8 hours to print. I've got other customers too. If you really want them, you'll have to print them yourselves. So Jerry and his wife get ready. For the following 8 hours, they sit next to the machine, printing thousands of tickets one after another. That night they stay at a nearby motel, surrounded by piles of tickets, and watch the lottery drawing on TV. The next morning, they thoroughly check each ticket. After working out the numbers, they discover they've made a $21,000 profit on their $16,000 investment. They're delighted. Their method works perfectly. As they travel back home, Jerry's wife looks at him and wonders, "Do you think we're the only ones who discovered this flaw?" Jerry doesn't answer right away. He just grins, lost in thought. At this moment, the story moves to Harvard University, where a smart but driven student named Tyler is working late in his dorm room. He's studying lottery patterns and has just found the exact same flaw Jerry found. Thrilled, he tells his friends, "We need to gather as much money as we can. There's a guaranteed way to win, a real mathematical advantage. We could earn more in 1 month than we'd make in years of regular jobs." Meanwhile, back in Jerry's hometown one night, Marge reminds him, "When we first arrived here, you said you wanted to do something for the community to help people develop and succeed. If purchasing more tickets raises our chances, why not let others put money with us too? That way, they can benefit as well." Jerry considers for a moment, then grins. He appreciates the idea. The following day, he goes to his accountant and says, "Let's create a corporation. People from town can put their money in and will receive the profits based on how much each person invests." Soon, Jerry creates a small company. Many locals, friends, neighbors, and even his accountant choose to participate. They all believe in him completely. With everyone's pooled funds, Jerry now has tens of thousands of dollars to put in. When the next roll-down event is revealed, Jerry and his wife travel back to that same store in the neighboring state. They inform the store owner, "We'd like $40,000 worth of lottery tickets this time." The owner shakes his head in shock. "That'll require all day and night to print. I can't keep my store running that long." Jerry grins and answers, "Then why don't you become our partner?" He informs the owner about his corporation, GS investment strategy. "Put money with us," he says, "and you'll receive part of the profits." The store owner considers for a moment, then accepts. Together, they use the entire day and night printing thousands upon thousands of tickets. When the drawing results are revealed, they win big once again. The store owner is impressed. He's never witnessed anything like it. For the following several months, Jerry, his wife, and their small town corporation keep doing the same thing. Every time there's a roll down, they go to the other state, print mountains of tickets, and win again and again. Meanwhile, back at Harvard, Tyler and his group are also making money. In their very first roll down, they earn a $50,000 profit. Since they come from rich families, they're able to put even more money each time, increasing their earnings dramatically. Then one of Tyler's hacker friends finds something interesting. He says, "There's someone else out there doing the same thing, an elderly man in Michigan, and he's earned way more money than us." Tyler looks closely. "How do you know that?" The hacker grins. "I broke into the windfall lottery system. The information shows huge batches of tickets being purchased from a single store, the same one, over and over again. That's how I know." Tyler understands that printing that many tickets must require at least 2 or 3 days, which means whoever's behind it has to be there personally. So he and his friend choose to drive out there and see who it is. When they get there, Jerry and his wife just happen to be at the store, celebrating their wedding anniversary after another winning draw. Tyler walks right up to them and says, "I know you know about the lottery flaw. I want you to put money with us. Together, we can control the entire game and you'll still receive your portion of the profits." Jerry looks at him peacefully and answers, "I'm not interested. I'm not doing this just for money." Tyler frowns, puzzled. Jerry goes on, "I do this because I enjoy the work. It keeps my brain active, and more importantly, I do it for my town, for the people who trusted me." He even gives Tyler and his group a chance to work with him, but they decline. Annoyed and offended, Tyler leaves the store with his friend. Meanwhile, at a local newspaper office, an editor instructs one of his reporters, "I want you to investigate the lottery story. There's a man in Michigan who's earned millions purchasing tickets. Find out who he is and how he's doing it." The reporter starts her research. Back in Jerry's town, life is improving. Thanks to the company he formed, neighbors are clearing debts, small businesses are growing, and a quiet pride has filled the community. Jerry has provided people more than money. He's given them hope and meaning. At the same time, the reporter goes to the state lottery headquarters and meets the CEO. She questions him. "There's a man in Michigan who seems to be earning millions." The CEO listens, then shrugs. "This is a lottery, people are meant to win." But beneath that calm, trouble is already growing. One day in a coffee shop, Tyler locates Jerry again. He leans in and gives a harsh warning. "You can either put money with us or leave the lottery for good. If you try to play again, I'll break into your partner's bank accounts and credit cards. I'll empty everything you have. My friends and I attend Harvard. If we could get into the lottery company, accessing your banks will be simple." Jerry is troubled. For the first time, he experiences real worry, not for himself but for the people who believed in him. He arranges a meeting with everyone in the corporation and tells them quietly, I'm afraid we won't be able to participate anymore. The lottery has shifted. It's no longer beneficial for us." He keeps Tyler's warning to himself. The group appears sad, but they believe Jerry and decide to quit. After the meeting, Jerry leaves troubled, but one of his partners tells Jerry's son the reality. A Harvard student named Tyler had warned his father. The son listens, upset and wounded. He finds Jerry and says, blunt and proud, "Dad, all your life people questioned you. They never trusted in what you could do, but look at what you've accomplished. You made this whole town trust in itself. Are you really going to give up because of one cocky college kid?" Jerry stays silent as his son goes on. "You always said you don't work for money. You work because fixing problems keeps you living. Don't quit now." Those words spark something inside Jerry again. He chooses he won't leave. Meanwhile, Tyler and his team believe Jerry has stopped. They start printing tickets from various locations across the city, purchasing huge batches. But then Tyler's friend informs him Jerry is still participating. He's purchasing lots of tickets too. Tyler becomes angry. More tickets in the pool means lower chances for everyone. They know the roll down happens when $2 million worth of tickets are purchased. Using their illegal access to the lottery system, they can see exactly how many tickets are purchased and when. Tyler creates a plan. As soon as the lottery reaches $1 million worth of tickets, we'll purchase the remaining $1 million ourselves. We'll trigger the roll down early and keep the profits. But to accomplish it, Tyler needs a huge amount of money. He approaches his father's rich friends with the plan, presents his investment plan, and gets the funding he needs. As soon as ticket sales reach $1 million, Tyler and his group purchase the remaining tickets, exactly as intended. When Jerry comes to buy his tickets, he is informed, "Sorry, the roll down already occurred. The limit is reached." Jerry stops. In that moment, he understands what's occurred. Tyler has used illegal lottery information to control the timing and block him out. Determined to make things correct, Jerry goes to Harvard University. He locates Tyler and his friends in their dorm room and looks at them peacefully. "You think this is about money?" he says. "It's not. I never participated to get wealthy. I participated because I enjoy the work. It gave me meaning and it gave my friends and neighbors a chance to create better lives." Then his voice gets firm. "But you're supposed to be learning. Your parents brought you here to study to create a future. Instead, you're wasting your time thinking about lottery numbers and checking thousands of tickets. What will you do when the system shifts and this flaw vanishes? What then?" The students become quiet, embarrassed. Jerry begins to exit, but his words stay long after he's left. From there, Jerry goes straight to the Windfall Lottery headquarters. He meets with the company director and says, "Some students from Harvard have broken into your website. They know exactly how many tickets have been purchased, and they're using that data to cause early roll downs. That's unjust to everyone else." The director listens carefully as Jerry continues. "If you publish ticket sales information publicly every day, then everyone will have equal access to the facts, and no one can manipulate the system." The officials accept. From that day on, the lottery company starts posting ticket sales information openly on their website. When Tyler learns, he's angry. He knows Jerry is responsible. As the next roll down gets close, Tyler contacts his friends to help him, but no one appears. Jerry's words had affected them. His sincerity had awakened something inside, a moral sense they didn't realize they had. They all choose to go back to their studies, ready to create real futures instead of following loopholes. Meanwhile, the reporter who's been looking into Jerry finally completes her article. While checking the lottery information, she sees two names that are notable: Jerry Selby from Michigan and Tyler from Harvard. Both had made millions from the same mathematical mistake. She first goes to meet Jerry. When she meets him face to face, she's surprised. He's not the selfish gambler she thought, but a generous, modest man who used his talent to support his community. In that moment, she sees the contrast between the two men. Jerry used his skill to help others, while Tyler used it to take advantage of the system. The following day, the newspaper prints her article on the front page, sharing the entire story. How both Jerry and Tyler had found a mistake in the Windfall Lottery and turned it into a gold mine. The story circulates like wildfire. The lottery company's leaders finally understand that their system has serious problems, and they quickly announce a complete redesign of the game. Days afterward, when Jerry and his wife go back to their usual store, the owner welcomes them with a sad heart. "I'm sorry, Jerry," he says. "The company's canceled all our lottery licenses. We can't offer tickets anymore." The lottery has removed the licenses of every store where Jerry and Tyler once participated. At the same time, over at Harvard, Tyler's father enters his son's dorm room holding the newspaper in hand. He tosses it on the desk and says firmly, "You've done enough learning for now. Get your things." You're coming home with me." Soon after the newspaper article appears, television news channels report it. Anchors state, because of a mistake in the windfall lottery system, several people have made massive amounts of money, but the company has now chosen to update its software. Tonight's roll down will be the last one under the old system. But this time, Jerry and his wife aren't able to purchase any tickets. Jerry sits quietly in his garden, deep in thought. The house is calm. From the entrance, his wife observes him for a moment, then looks at their daughter and says gently, "For your father, this was never about money. He enjoyed the process, the numbers, the math, the challenge. Through it, he bonded with people and helped them achieve. He always wanted to contribute something back to society, and in his own way, he did." Just then, the known sound of a car engine interrupts the silence. A car arrives outside. It's Jerry's accountant, the same man who once thought his lottery idea was insane. Grinning, he says, "Everyone's waiting for you." Jerry goes with him with his wife, and to his amazement, there's a crowd assembled. It's a party, a surprise celebration organized entirely in his respect. His son comes forward, smiling. "Dad, you didn't purchase tickets this time because you thought you couldn't, but we did. All of us. We collected our money, traveled across the state, and purchased tickets from every machine that was still working." Jerry's eyes widen. Then a loud sound comes from outside. Everyone turns to see a tractor slowly arriving, its trailer loaded high, filled with boxes and boxes of lottery tickets. His eyes fill with tears, not from the thought of earnings, but from the affection and trust that surround him. For one final time, he gets to do what he enjoys most, sitting at a table with his wife, organizing through endless piles of tickets, doing calculations, verifying numbers. As the night continues, the community celebrates not just their earnings, but the happiness and meaning Jerry brought into their lives. Finally, the film ends with real photographs of Jerry Selby and Marge Selby, the real-life couple whose amazing story inspired the movie.